good evening and welcome. We finally made it into Mixcloud. We're going to have a great night tonight. This is Chiils and Fever, part 1. We got a great show lined up for you tonight. Kicking off with the Bar Keys there, 1967 on the Stax label. Give me some. This is Wind Decay from. There we go, Wind Decay from, only ever released on the US label of United Artists. This is something a little bit special. This is the Folk Swingers. You're going to love this, I think, especially Dave Hughes, if you're out there and you've just had an Indian. Well, massive good evening to Steve Spencer, Alan Hamilton, Mark and Christine Smith, Mark Borley, Brian Laidlaw, Kaz and Richie, and Trevor Britnell. Well, a massive good evening also to Adrian SCFC Wanklin and Barry Thurgood. Well, in some of the earlier shows I featured the sitar. That is a great version of Paint It Black, the Folk Swingers. It was booted many years ago by the Love Sitars, I think, but that's the original. Massive good evening to Essex and Kirsten Aylock, A.D. Langston, thanks for the postcard this week, most appreciated. Sonia Fisher, up in Yorkshire, Steve and Lisa. Good evening to Steve Merris, Mr. Original Gravity himself, Mr. Neil Anderson, and up to North Norfolk and Kathy Sturr. Good evening to Melvin Clapton. Good evening Terry Smith, Jill and Stuart Catlin up in the Midlands. Andy Roberts, Roger Crawley and Wayne Timmins. Thank you for joining us tonight and welcome to the centre of the universe. Well, there we go, Hank Marr there. Well, we lost a great person, a great iconic person from our world of music this week, Spencer Davis. Obviously he came from Birmingham. I'm going to play a couple of tribute tunes to him. He enlightened our lives in a fantastic way. Here we go, this version of Dimples.
Walk that walk, yeah, talk that talk. I want you walk that walk. You my babe, I got my eyes on you. You got dimples in your jaw. You got dimples in your jaw. You got dimples in your jaw. You my babe, I got my eyes on you. love to see you switch. So up and down the floor. Oh, I love to see you switch. You my babe, I got my eyes on you. You got dimples in your jaw. You got dimples in your jaw. Yeah, dimples in your jaw. You my babe, I got my eyes on you. How? Yeah. I'd love to see you switch. Sort of up and down the floor. You got dimples in your jaw. Sort of up and down the floor. You my babe, I got my eyes on you.
Spencer Davis, we love you. Rest in peace. So many tunes to choose from the Spencer Davis Group. A real iconic guy. You will be sorely missed. Well, good evening, America, USA, and Dennis O'Kane in Seattle. Robert Thompson. Up in Norfolk, Kev Andrews. Down in Gloucester, Chris Davis. Up in Glasgow, Paolo Wilson. And Robert Kelly in Glasgow. There we go. The Spencer Davis Group on the Green Light. Well, written by Jackie Edwards. We know the Spencer Davis Group had a massive hit by this. This is the Jaybirds, who went on to become 10 years after, the same year they recorded this.
Somebody help me, yeah. Won't somebody tell me what I've done wrong?
to Mark Stackenhouse. Good evening to Adrian Scotland and Alan Hutton. Welcome to the centre of the universe. Good evening and welcome Steve Giles, Cyril and Sue Porton, North London, Derek Hiddam, Sharon McKinsey, Mark and Sheehan down in South Wales. Good evening to Adrian Hawkins, James Slinger, back to North London, East London, Jan and Paul Farrow. Over in Hertford, Ian and Louise. Hope you're well, guys. And Mark Aldridge. Here we go with the Astas on the Stax label and Candy. Proper old school soul classic, mod classic. We're going to play two back to back. This is Doris Troy. What you going to do about it?
I love you. You're slowly going on the rocks now. Yeah, 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 yeah. Tell me, baby, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? I love you. Is in double jeopardy. Yeah, 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 yeah. Show me, sugar pie. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? You know I tried to keep you satisfied, but you just won't comprehend. And if you keep on doing what you're doing, you know our love will surely end. Don't you know that I'll love you?
Oh, massive good evening to Lucy and Simon and Paul Whitehouse. Well, there we go. Doris Troy there. We're nipping across to Jamaica now on a bit of early ska. This is Derek Morgan.
You said it, so are the blazing fire. Bad-minded people and one hand to wash the other. They were all sung by you, and now we act back too. You said it, so are the blazing fire. I am a black bit shining. But when I were with you, I were like pull in a pen. Live and let others live, and your days will be much longer. You said it, so what a blazing fire. Stick and a stone can break my bone, even sitting on a throne. But words from your mouth can throw me into. What are you going to do? You said it, I am a blackhead shining. But be still and know I'm your superior.
Well, there we go, Derek Morgan. Don't forget the clocks go back tonight.
And time no catching up.
So you've got an extra hour in bed.
You said it, so what a blazing fire. When time moves right. You said it, so what a blazing fire.
Well,
Time moves right.
staying in Jamaica, Don Drummond doing the Royal Flush on the Coxone label. And then we'll have a change of direction, as Sean says. So many great artists, so many different genres of music have had so much of an impact on our scene from across the world. And we're going back now to 1953. Clyde McPhatter and the Drifters, and the original, years before Elvis done it. This is 1953.
I let it ring for a long, long spell. I went to the window and peeped through the blind and asked him to tell me what was on his mind. He said, "Money, honey, yes, money, honey, money, honey. If you wanna stay here with me, I was clean as a screen and so hard pressed. I called the woman that I love best. I finally got my baby by the 3:30. She said, I'd like to know what you want with me. I said, money, honey, money, honey, money, honey. If you wanna get along with me, she screamed and said, what's wrong with you? From this day on, our romance is through. I said, tell me, baby, face to face, how could another man take my place? I said, money, honey, money, honey, oh, money, honey. If you wanna get along with me, yeah.
Flying these fireballs in 1953 on the Atlantic label. The Drifters, great innovators in music for everything that was gonna come. Yep, that's the original as far as I know. 1953, the Drifters of Money Honey. Okay, absolute monster here, little Willie John.
When you touch my hand and talk sweet talk, I got a knocking in my knees and a wobble in my walk. I'm trembling and I'm shaking. And when you take me in your arms to talk romance, my heart stops doing the stink by the dance, and I'm panting and I'm shaking. Early in the morning time, late in the middle of the night, whenever this chill comes over me, I wanna hug you with all of my might. And I'm sweating and I'm shaking. A chill and a fever, so I've been told, makes your head spin around and your feet run cold. I got fever and I'm shaking. Feel like I've been running through the mill. I can't move around and I can't stand still. I'm so jittery and I'm shaking. Samson was a mighty good man, strong as in his day. And then along came Delilah and clipped his wig, and it looks like he took me the same old way. So I'm nervous and I'm shaking. Well, the sun rocks a ship on a sea, the wind shakes the leaves on a tree. I like a neighbor's wreck, I'm all shook up, and that's what you are doing to me. Cause I'm jumping and I'm shaking.
Yeah, little Willie John. Good evening to Carolyn Quiffio. Good evening to Carolyn Crawford.
I'm shaking.
Good evening to Italy and Milena and Ramon.
Shaking, 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 shaking.
Steve said, is it the original? I assume you're talking about Money Honey by the Drifters. Yes, I do believe that was the first issue of it. And this is the first issue of What You Gonna Do When Your Baby Leaves You. Chuck Willis, 1956.
While you're running around balling, playing the clubs every night, you ought to be home with the one who loves you. You know you ain't treating her right. Now tell me, boys, I want you to tell me what you gonna do when your baby leave you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when your baby leave you? Tell me what you gonna do. When she says her last goodbye, I bet you're gonna sit right down and cry. What you gonna do when your baby leave you? What you gonna do? You come home early in the morning, you think everybody is asleep. She been sitting there with her eyes wide open, tears running down her cheek. Now tell me, boy, I want you to tell me. You know my mother, she told me late one Saturday night, she said you ought to be home with the one who loves you. You know that girl treats you right. And then my mother said, son, you know I'm your mother. I wouldn't tell you nothing wrong, but I want you to tell me what you gonna do when your baby leave you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when your baby leave you? Tell me what you gonna do. When she say I don't want you no more, you sit there crying, baby, please don't go. What you gonna do when your baby leave you? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
There we go, Chuck Willis. Well, we always feature something from Original Gravity. So here we go with Is Vic There? we go, Curtis Baker and the Bravehearts there, off their EP. Released some months ago. Not many copies of that left now. That sounds more like the original than Department S's version. Well done, Neil, and original Gravity there.
Monday morning feels so bad. Everybody seems to nag me. Coming Tuesday I feel better. Even my old man looks good. Wednesday just don't go. Thursday goes too slow. I've got Friday on my mind. Gonna have fun in the city. Be with my girl, she's so pretty. She looks fine tonight. She's outside to me. Tonight, I spend my bread tonight. I lose my head tonight. I got to get tonight. Monday I have Friday on my mind. Do the 5-day grind once more. I don't want nothing else that bugs me. More than working for the rich man.
Thanks, Carol. One of the min sets. Does a wonderful job here behind the scenes.
Today I might be mad. Tomorrow I'll be
As does Michelle. Sean will be up at 9 o'clock. Good evening, John Scally, Richard Graham. Well, hopefully we've finally cracked this mixed cloud thing. I wish Paolo all the very best, and Rochelle, and all the others who are persevering with it. I tell you, it is not easy. I was up at 6 o'clock this morning, ripping carpets up, moving furniture, putting 20 metres of cable to my computer from where my internet comes into the house to hardwire it. Carol was going mental as I was hammering things in the wall. Here we go, a bit of Tamla Motown.
That's how I learned to swim.
This is Jack Hammer.
Need a baby? No, she did it for a whim. My father was a junkie, a low down dirty shame. He left my mother nothing, and he didn't leave me his name. You gotta swim, baby, swim. Swim the ocean wide. You gotta swim, baby, swim. Swim against the tide. You gotta swim, swim, swim. With nobody by your side. My girlfriend was a groupie. She lived in a commune. She caught a floopy doopy and brought it to my room. I took her to the doctor. He tried to make her well. There'll be tomorrow morning a new face down in hell. You gotta swim, baby, swim. Swim against the tide. You gotta swim, baby, swim. Swim the ocean wide. You gotta swim, swim, swim. With nobody by your side. Last time I went to jail, telephoned my woman if she would go my bail. My woman laughed and told me, got myself another man. You can't do 100 years, just do the best you can. You gotta swim, swim. your side. Swim!
Well, massive thanks to Neil Anderson, who has gone to extreme lengths to help Sean Chapman and myself out with setting up this OBS thing, all the graphics, bits and pieces, and keeping us sane. Stopping me from losing my hair and looking like Sean. Sean's on at 9 o'clock. Chiils and Fever Part 2. Here we go. Little bit of Latin, little bit of Boogaloo. Mario Allison. This is a Peruvian issue. There we go, Mario Allison. This is Lou Bazzini. Aye. Let's talk turkey tonight.
From Turkey at a jumping dance. The way she looked at me, I knew she wanted romance. But when she tried to tell me what I wanted to hear, the language sounded foreign, but the meaning was clear. I knew this Turkish taffy pulled my heartstrings tight. At last I found the meaning of a Turkish delight. I flip each time I hear that mumbo jumbo line. You can talk turkey to me any old time. Jip chop. Let's talk turkey tonight.
Okay, there we go. Lupus in the eye. We've got a news flash coming up to you right now. Okay, well, here we go. Chills and Fever. I tried to do this last week, but I was in a bit of a mess. Yes. Do you want to be on Chills and Fever? Well, we can get you all on Chills and Fever. All we need you to do is to send your pictures via Messenger, however you want to get them to us, to either Carol, myself, Sean or Michelle, and then we'll collate these things and we'll have a running loop and we will put them up on the show and we can all say hello and make funny comments, do whatever. But anyway, to give you a quick update about Mixcloud, they're going to be working on the chat room, making it a whole lot better for everyone. We know this, we've heard it from the horse's mouth. And you're going to be able to have chit-chat just like you did on Facebook, along with all the comments and the little, whatever they call them, silly little things that you put up, the little, I don't know, emojis. And also, they're going to make it a lot easier for you to find us each and every week, which is fantastic. So, we will keep doing this show as long as we need to do. Here we go, a bit of Motown.
Nothing is right, can't sleep at night. Something keeps worrying my mind. My pillow is moist, hearing your voice. I wake up and I find I'm crying. Bitter tears that taste so bad. I'm all alone and feeling sad. It seems I've lost everything I had. I was a fool to let you leave me, baby. What I wanna tell you now is, baby, baby, I miss you, baby, how I miss you. And lately, baby, all I think about and wanna do is hug and kiss you. And I won't be myself, not until you come home. Since you've been gone and left me alone, things ain't what they ought to be. You think that I'm strong, but baby, you're wrong. 'Cause if you come around, you'll see lonely tears I can't explain that fill my eyes and fall like rain. It seems I'm crying all in vain. Each day my love for you gets stronger, baby. Listen while I tell you now, baby, baby, I miss you, baby, how I miss you. And lately, baby, all I think about and wanna do is hug and kiss you.
Oh, a massive good evening to Liverpool and Stan and May Evans, who've just managed to join us.
Baby, baby, I miss you, baby, how I miss you. I said I
Well, there we are, back in Detroit. A bit of Marv Johnson off that wonderful Motown label. Well, you all know the Wayne Gibson version. We're playing the Rolling Stones. Mick Jagger, Keith Richards wrote this tune, and we're playing it on French Decca.
Under my thumb, the girl who once had me down. Under my thumb, the girl who once pushed me around. It's down to me. The difference in the clothes she wears down to me. The change has come. She's under my thumb. Ain't it the truth? Under my thumb, Siamese cat of a girl. Under my thumb, she's the sweetest pet in the world. It's down to me, the way she talks when she's spoken to. Down to me, the change has come. She's under my thumb. Take it easy, baby.
Massive good evening to Sue and Rod Pegg, just outside Hartford, and Simon Kerwin.
It's down to me. Oh yeah, the way she talks when she's spoken to. Down to me, the change has come. She's under my thumb. Yeah, it feels alright. Under my thumb, her eyes are just kept to herself. Under my thumb, well, I can still look at someone else. It's down to me. Oh, that's what I said. The way she talks when she's spoken to. Down to me, the change has come. She's under my thumb. Say it's alright.
Well, I just love the Rolling Stones. They were around so early. And Brian Jones and the rest of them created so many good tunes. And when they became writers, whoa. This is the last one we're going to play tonight. Hope you've all enjoyed the show. Massive thanks to Carol. Huge thanks for you persevering, tuning in each week. Come on, Carol. She's doing a Black Beauty thing again. Now it's Ski Sunday now. Now it's swimming. How about the cricket one, Carol? She can make it. Tune in to Sean Chapman at 9 o'clock. And his lovely mincer, Michelle Jacobs. Chiils and Fever Part 2. Love you guys out there. As much as it keeps you sane, it keeps us sane. Well, some of the time. Here we go, one more time before Sean comes on. Bringing back memories of our youth, the music, the TV programs, the feel-good factor. Hope you all enjoyed Chiils and Fever tonight, part 1. I will see you next week, 8 o'clock. Now find Sean Chapman. Thanks and good night.